Greetings everybody, my name is Captain Comedy. I am the captain of the Comedy Pirates here with today's video. Now for today's video, we're going to be going over Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, and when it comes to the archetype of Gunkain Suships. I will be playing casual and ranked and explain how Gunkain works. Now I gave up Yu-Gi-Oh! A long time ago for y'all who know that, and I just want to get back into the game. So what I'm building is Gunkain Suship and Mimighoul. But if we try to look up Mimighoul, it doesn't exist yet, at least not in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. And also, I am still building a normal deck, but I'll figure that out in the future. Okay, here's my Gunkain Suship deck. I recommend having 3 copies of Gunkain Suship Shari, for this is the most important card that we'll be needing. 2 copies of Ash Blossom. 2 copies of Ghost, 3 copies of Gunkain Suship Ikira, 3 copies of Gunkain Suship Shiaru, 3 copies of Gunkain Suship Shari Red, 3 copies of Gunkain Suship Uni, and 1 copy of Lava Golem. Now, I recommend cards like 1 copy of Swords of Forbidden Light, so your opponent cannot attack us, and you can probably summon more and defend yourself for at least 3 turns to activate and some abilities, because your opponent cannot declare attacks, so maybe that protects your monsters from attacking by abilities known. 1 copy of Harpy's Feather Duster, 2 copies of Painful Decision, which this card allows you to send 1 normal Gunkain Suship, send it to the graveyard, and then add the same card in your hand, which we are probably going for a Gunkain Suship Shari Red, or another copy of Gunkain Suship Shari. 2 copies of Gunkain Suship Seaside Support Spot, 2 copies of Gunkain Suship Catch of the Day, 2 copies of XYZ Import, 2 copies of XYZ Reborn, 1 copy of Infinite Impertinence, 1 copy of Warning Point, 2 copies of Gunkain Suship Daily Special, 1 copy of XYZ Bento, 1 copy of Solemn Judgment, and 2 copies of XYZ Tribunal Rivals. For the extra deck, I recommend... hold up. I thought I had a copy, but guess not. So 2 copies of Utopia. Normally I would replace this 1 extra copy and replace it with Tornado Dragon, which I don't have enough to build, nor do I feel like building it. 1 copy of number 41. This card allows you to stall for 2 turns if you put in defense mode, which is very good because we can't both do anything, but lets you draw for 2 turns and probably get something out of it. 3 copies of Gunkain Suship Ikira class Dreadnought. 3 copies of Gunkain Suship Sharo class Carrier. 1 copy of Drill Driver. 3 copies of Gunkain Suship Uni class Super Dreadnought. And last but not least, Promethean Princess, Bestower of Flames. Other than that, that is my Gunkain Suship deck. Now let's duel and try it out. So we're gonna go on casual first. Change the decks. Go to Suship. All right. Now let's duel. So Suships is pretty easy. It's a pretty easy archetype. It mainly revolves around Suship Shari and Suship Shari Red, and the goal is if you have Gunkain Suship Shari and Gunkain Suship Ikira or another type of Suship along is with Shari, that's pretty much what it goes because you gotta rely on your XYZs. It's a pretty simple archetype. This is not a good starting hand. Let's see. We're gonna place down this one here. I say here, XYZ Reborn here. Now this is very good because as long as you have a face-up Xyz monster that has 2 or more materials that can either be struck by card effects, and after damage calculation, if your XYZ monster battled an opponent's monster while this card is face up in my spell and trap zone, I get to destroy that opponent's monster. But I have to have 2 more Xyz materials for it to work. So honestly, that works because it basically even though let's say you battle that monster and my card gets destroyed, their opponent's card gets destroyed as well. Plus, it cannot be destroyed by card effects as long as it has 2 more these material. Normally, I'll set this card in face-down defense mode, but I rather not. So let's say I would have Gunkain Suship Shari or Gunkain Suship Shari Red, because Gunkain Suship Shari Red counts and renames itself as Gunkain Suship Shari. Now, if I was to normal summon Gunkain Suship Shari, this card's ability will allow me to special summon this card from my hand. Because I was able to do that, during my main phase, I could special summon another Gunkain monster from my hand, except this card. And then you can take any number of Gunkain Suship Sharis from my deck and place them to the top of my deck in any order. What is this? You know what? I'm not gonna activate that. Let me drink some water. I've never seen this archetype before. How does this work? Is it like... So is it an XYZ deck? Is it a fusion, synchro? I'm gonna activate this card. Should I? Okay, if this card is normal summon or special summon, I can add to your hand up to 2 different, whatever you pronounce that, cards of yours that are banished or in your deck, except this card. And then banishment card. And that kind of space. I'm not gonna use it. I don't know where this is gonna go. I feel like I should just wait. I'm just gonna wait. But yeah, Gunkain Suships basically make you... It's pretty simple. You have Shari, and you have this one, Akira, Uni, and you just gotta... No. I feel like since this card says that it can link summon, this must be like a new archetype that must have come out like maybe not too long ago. But links came out, I want to say 2017. Yep, there I got a link summon. Now, can I activate Infinite Impertinence if they have an ability? Let's activate Ash Blossom. Not Ash Blossom, Ghost. See, that's why I always add 2 copies, or normally at least 1 copy. Because most people think, oh, all you need to have is something like Ghost. Not a Ghost, Ash. But for me, I feel like both, because you can see most cards' abilities will allow you to like resummon stuff from the graveyard. Like, oh, since I link summon, I can summon this card back in defense mode, which this person was probably thinking to use as another, what was it? Another link summoning. But as you can see, there's something else in the graveyard. This one. Which I can summon back in defense mode, but I'm not gonna worry about it. So far, I'm probably just gonna take damage, but their abilities shouldn't be the best, maybe? They're gonna link summon again. Okay, Mantis Monk. Let's see what this card do. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm still gonna wait. But what was I gonna say? Was it doing like an archetype or something? I know links came in like 2017. I can't remember. Like most people like have 2 Ash Blossoms, but for me it's 2 Ghosts. Because I feel when it comes to hand traps, people will like to use only 3 types, which is Ash Blossom, Dimension Shifter, and Nibiru. I feel like the most popular. Cause I don't think anybody ever said Ghost. I only have ghosts in my Yu-Gi-Oh deck because I feel like it's not like the best, but it's like just in case type thing, you know? Now when I make my Mimikyu deck, I'm probably not gonna have like hand traps and stuff, but I'm probably gonna have like basic stuff. Like basic spells and traps. That's not meta. See, I'm not having a good hand. Now, I could do the gamble and try to summon a Gunkain Suship Shari with this card, because this card, during your main phase, I get to look at the top 3 cards of my deck, and if any of them is a Shari, summon it. If not, shuffle. Or this card, I could especially summon one Gunkain monster from my hand. That's this one. So, why not? I'll take the gamble. Then we normal summon this. And its attack and everything gets 0. I'm assuming it's because of this. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm probably gonna... No, yeah. No, they're not gonna cancel it. Game activate Shiaru's ability. If an impertinence, nice. But I can't do any counter that. Nope. Oh, that's done. I can't activate that either. So that's pointless. If I battle that card, it would give me nothing. That's fine. Let's see if we can... That's not gonna allow me to activate that. Nope. How about I'm just gonna wait and see from there. Alright. Yeah. Suships are like highly easy, highly recommended to use and play. I recommend them if you're just beginning and to get to Yu-Gi-Oh! And if you want to know like no. Oh, you choose that trap card. I feel like I probably would have destroyed XYZ Reborn to that one, but it's quite alright. They're in a graveyard, they're not banished. Well, like I said, Gunkain Suships are highly recommended. They're pretty easy to use, not complicated. You just gotta get the hang of it. But other than that, if you want stuff like card sleeves, I highly recommend Dragon Shield. If you want like a deck box, I think I still have the wrapper in my trash can. I think I threw it out. It's not in here. Let me see. I think I took a picture on my phone. If you want the brand, it is called Iron Guard. That's the deck box that I use. I don't know about the brand Iron Guard. Just that my local card shop has it. It's just the cheapest thing they have for a deck box, for like $3.99 by Iron Guard. For me, I feel like it's pretty good. Like, if you want to know what it looks like and everything, it's like the Dragon Shield, not Dragon Shield. Let's negate this, so you don't do anything. It's in a living room. I'm just gonna go get it real quick. Alright, I'm back. So this is the Iron Guard deck box. I believe it holds up to 80 cards. See, pretty simple. Now when you get it, it does come with a divider. Now I don't know how much Iron Guard is, but I'm a local card shop. Use like $3. As you can see, I like to use Dragon Shield sleeves. Pretty good matte texture in the back. This is the archetype that I'm building, Mimikul. I'm gonna add cards like Twin Twister, Terraforming, and a bunch of other cards, but this is like still incomplete. I'm still gotta like find extra deck cards or like level 1, like Rebel Bird is a card that I'm adding. Yeah, if you want sleeves, I highly recommend Dragon Shield. For deck box, I don't remember what I used back in the day, so I'm just gonna be buying these cheap ones. They work pretty good. It's like Ultimate Guard, I guess, but Iron Guard. Highly recommend it. I'll put the link down below for sleeves, shield, for sleeves, deck box of Ultimate Guard, shield. Why does it shield? Can't remember. Dragon Shield. Yeah, Dragon Shield is for sleeves. Deck box. Honestly, I recommend like any, to be honest. But what is this? Worms? Nah. Suships. Yeah, I'll put a link down below. So far, I think these ones are good by Iron Guard. Now, I think I also heard of a brand called Card Guard, but I feel like those are the ones that they only sell at like Target, and like Walmart. So yeah, these ones are good. Highly recommend it. It's like, you know when you go to GameStop and you have like a deck box, it's like similar to this, but the back part here is actually better, or it's just one singular line. So when you open it, that's it. As long as you don't bend it too much, you just gotta get the cards out and you're good to go. Where I feel like the one at GameStop, it breaks more. Yeah, this is pretty simple and easy. I got my Gunkain Suship in here, and my Mimikul in here. Gonna put these to the side. Now, I feel like this is a pretty good hand and a funny hand. As you can see, I have 2 Suship Sharis, 2 XYZ port, and 1 Painful Decision. Now, I can decide on 1 level 4 or lower monster from my deck to graveyard and add the same monster from my deck to hand. So I'm going to activate this card's ability. Now, I only have 1 Shari in my deck, so I'm going to send that card to graveyard. Then I can add, as you can see, Gunkain Suship Shari Red, because technically it still has the same name. So, what Shari lets me do is that I can reveal 1 other Gunkain monster from my hand, special summon, and apply an effect. If it was, special summon 1 Gunkain monster from my deck, except Shari, but negate its abilities, and then special summon from extra deck using that monsters. So I'm going to show you. So I'm going to activate this card's ability, Gunkain Suship Shari Red. I'm going to show Gunkain Suship Shari, special summon this card in attack mode. Now as you can see, its ability is special summon 1 Gunkain monster from my deck, except Shari, negate its abilities, and then special summon from that card's name using this card as materials. So I can summon any Gunkain Suship and use that card. I can summon this card to summon Akira, which basically its ability is draw 1 card, I can attack twice. This one, which is draw a card, add a spell trap card. That's Gunkain. And then you have, where's Uni? This card can attack directly and draw, but so far I think this card would be the best option. And we're gonna see summon these 2. And that's basically how Suship Shari works, as long as you have 1 Shari. And that's it, there you go. Now because you summon this card, you activate this card's ability. I can activate the abilities in sequence, the materials that have been used, as long as you have the correct name. There you go. If you just have the card, like this card allows you to do this, Shari allows you to do that. That's why it's important to do the combo. If not, it's just an excuse material. Let's see. I think once per turn, you get a normal summon or special summon a Gunkain monster. Normally I don't know which one's best. I feel like this field spell should be best for now. So I'm going to activate this. Then I'm going to normal summon Shari. Then once per turn, I get to place a Gunkain card from my deck to the top of my deck. Currently, I do not want to do that. Let's activate Akira. I feel like I probably should have, because as you can see, I get to summon this card in attack mode. Special summon, activate this card, use its ability, and I can choose any Gunkain card. Now, which one do I want? I have a Shari here, so it's probably best for another Gunkain monster. How about Uni as another example? We activate this card. Now, we activate this card's ability still. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, we do have a Shari Red. Lucky us. So, no, it's not luck. I don't really believe in luck, so it was more like fate, I dare say. So, you get to activate this card and summon it to your hand. Oh no, to the field. We're gonna summon this card to the field and face up defense mode. And there you go. As you can see, that's how the combos would work. You would normal summon Shari, summon this card, activate its ability. You had a Shari, you special summon it, and there you go. So, since we have Shari and Suship Shari Akira, we're going to XC summon and summon him in attack mode. And we're going to activate its abilities once more. Yes, I'll activate its abilities by drawing a card. Now, since this card's ability is a bit different, I can reveal a Gunkain card from my hand, special summon this card, and then apply the following effects. If it was a Shari, special summon the revealed monster. If not, place the other one at the bottom of the deck. And then I can change the level of that card from 4 to 5 or 5 to 4. So Shari is going to go and face up attack mode. No, Uni is going to go to attack mode. Shari is also going to go to attack mode. Now I'm activate this card's ability. Because of that, I can target one Gunkain card on the field. I'm going to target the card that I just summoned, changing it to level 5. Add the cards from my deck to my hand. Shari, yes. Then I'm going to activate the ability, go to Uni, and then special summon. And there you go. Activate the card's ability. Yes, I do. Draw a card. And that is it. Anything else I should do for now? Set this. And then set this. And it's still my first turn, so that is it. As you can see, I wasted some time on a timer explaining it, but hopefully I can make up for it now that I taught you how the combos work. You just witnessed it. It's as simple as that. And that's why most people will only have like 2 or 3 copies, like 2 copies or 1 copy of like Akira, Shiaru, or Uni, or whatever the case may be, because they want to put in like a lot more hand traps or anything to like cancel your opponent from basically doing anything. But when it comes to me, I like to keep everything of the same archetype. So as you can see, I just did the combos to summon this one first, that one second, this one third. So there you go. Now everything else afterwards that I'm going to be showing you is more like supporting it. Let's see. Now I think, yes, I'll have to activate this real quick. Let's see, doesn't make a difference, but which one should I pick? I don't know. I say this one should do it, because why not? Now normally, no, look, see, my opponent gave up. And this wasn't ranked. Yeah, that just seems to be it. And technically, I feel like I would have won regardless. My opponent probably raged because I either canceled their combo, or maybe I comboed too much. And that's the thing with Yu-Gi-Oh! And the reason why I gave it up is because people will get mad that you interrupt their one combo, or because I'm not comboing. Now, here's a true story. I went to a local card shop one time. Back then, I was in high school, and I run Phantom Knights. And it was literally from the structure deck. You literally got like Phantom Knights, like 2 other decks. And I was going up against a person. They were playing sprites at the time. which I didn't know how they work, sprites. So all I did was Phantom Knights, was set 1 monster face down, set 2, pass turn. My opponent didn't like that. And they did their combo. And throughout the combo, they're like, you're not going to do anything? I'm like, I don't think so. I don't think I can. And that's it. And then it was my turn again. And I drew a card, set another Phantom card face down, because my opponent chose not to attack me. I didn't place any spell or trap card, nor did I activate nothing. Then I end my turn. Pass to opponent. They forfeit the match. They saying, I'm not going against an opponent like you. You do not deserve this. Why am I getting treated like this? And I was confused. Because they were either mad that I wasn't comboing, or they were mad they were going against a player like me, or whatever case may be. But my opponent didn't like me at all and gave up. It was a match. I won. Went up to the next round. But for me, it didn't make sense if I was only playing how Phantom stats work, which you have to attack me to send the cards to the graveyard, and then I can activate their abilities. If they're on the field, they don't really do much. But that's why I don't like to go to card shops or anything no more. I might go to the future because I am building Yu-Gi-Oh decks, but who knows. As you can see, those are all the cards and combos that I have shown. Anything else would be a bit more, but not much. Like this, there's no explanation for these. Pretty much it's my entire deck. Everything else is just like to support. But yeah, maybe in a different video I'll show again, and maybe you'll see a bit more. But currently for now, that is it. So yes, thank you for watching today's video. I highly appreciate your time. Hopefully this Gunkain Suship video was helpful in any type of way. And maybe now you're probably considering playing Gunkain Suship. As you can see, I have Gunkain Suships here. As you can see, I main Gunkain Suships in real life. Highly recommend it. Suships are pretty easy, pretty cheap. You can get like the entire core of nothing but the archetype. I want to say for maybe less than 15 bucks. I feel like definitely less if you get on the TCG.com. But me personally, I don't like buying on TCG.com. Because let's say you find a card there, it's like only a penny. They're still gonna charge you like $1.30 just to send it. So I try to get everything on Amazon and eBay for singles. And for me, for where I got my Mimighoul deck, is I got everything on eBay. Entire deck core for like 20 bucks. I'm only missing like 6 Mimighoul cards. Like I have to order an extra copy of Throne because I only got 1. That's no problem. The field spell, I don't have any of those 3. I have to order those. Mimighoul Charm, I ordered 3. There you go. Better than that, I feel like I'm doing pretty good with the archetypes and everything that I have when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh! I will be doing a deck review on this once I complete the cards. I don't think they're going to make any more of the archetypes soon. But currently, this is what I got. So I'll make ends meet with this. As you can see, highly recommend this. Cool. See? I believe I said it was Iron Guard. See, I like how it's like this. Like any other deck box, you just open it. Simple as that. Highly recommend it. I'll put a link down below if it's like on Amazon or something. If you want a deck box, that's like cheap, basic, easy, nothing special, nothing, literally no labels, nothing sponsoring this. Just plastic. Highly recommend. If you want like cheap sleeves, you can go to Ultra Pro, same thing. They have matte, glossy, and some other stuff. But for me, I like Dragon Shield. I feel like Dragon Shield is the most common in Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's like perfect fit and Japanese size. So, deck box can cost about $5. Mine costed $3.99 plus tax at my local card shop. So it's looking like what, like $4.32 if I remember correctly. So if you want a deck box, I highly recommend a cheap deck box like this one. It's just a basic plastic one, $5. Sleeves, if you want like the Ultra Pro brand, they're like $5. And if you're looking for Dragon Shields, like $8. So I recommend spending like $3 more just for sleeves. So yeah, deck box, this one of Iron Guard, I think it was. Dragon Shield sleeves are always the best, in my opinion. You can't go wrong. And I will also put cheaper alternative. And then for mats, you can go on Amazon, look up Yu-Gi-Oh! Mat. You can just look up like a bunch of custom ones. But for me, I like to keep everything same brand. and I just happen to have a Konami one of that you can get at like your local Target. I believe this one at the time costed like, I want to say $12, maybe 15. I don't remember. But as you can see, this is the Yu-Gi-Oh mat that I got. It's from Target. It's about I think it's IP Masquerade, I believe is the name of this card. Yeah, highly recommend it. If you want like a mat and stuff, look at Amazon. Oh, I was inactive for a while, so let me retry. Okay. Honestly, I feel like I should do a video on this on the side of like what I recommend and everything, what you would need at like a local Yu-Gi-Oh store that you can get, or like online, like what will you need if you're like starting out and such, you know? Yeah. Thank you for watching today's video. Thank you for support, everybody. Thank you for your time. Let me know in the comments down below what you think, what I should be doing with Yu-Gi-Oh or anything else specifically, and yeah. So yeah, thank you for watching today's video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification button for future videos when it comes to comedy, gaming, and much more. Thank you so much, everybody, and have a good day.